Hey everyone, I'm responding to the video response today on uh, the Ezra story. Um, I found it to be a very interesting story. Um, it goes to show you that no matter your age, God can use you in order to bring forth peace and love and just that overall feeling that you're not alone. Um, just looking at that story, even though the little kid is still going through his issues, you could tell that God has His hand on him in allowing that kid, even though he's young of age, allowing that kid to bring forth a lot of happiness and peace, not only to little kids around him, but also to adults, because going through that at that age, you don't really pay attention to a lot of things. Um, but he's fighting a fight that most adults are fighting, and according to the video, I commend him and his mom and everybody else who's helping him and along that journey. Because even though he can smile and everything, it's still a long journey, and uh, God got his back. My experiences are not along with his, not per se his, with different uh, circumstances. Um, Part of my story is just perseverance and just getting through things and getting past things, and knowing that um, even though things may happen to you out of your control, um, you still have the strength of God to guide you through your circumstances. It may seem bad, it may seem horrible, but you have to look at it in the sense that He's using you for whatever reason it may be. It may not make sense, but you continue to be with Him and fight and pray. Um, you will make It will make sense in the long run. For instance, went through Hurricane Katrina and how it just took away all the physical things that I had, along with 3 ACL injuries and just a host of things that's continuously happening in my life. But I can see why it's happening, and the amount of positive influence I can have over people in their lives. Not everybody around me is going to understand it, but the people that God has my life and my situations intended, my outcomes, um, they can see my outcomes and stuff that's happened to me, and I can give my testimony to them to help them out, so they won't have to go through that stuff or have a bad outcome like mine. It can better them and also better myself. The areas of physical education, I think we need to be more accepting to is all our different personalities. We may be come from different backgrounds and cultures and ethnicities and stuff, but overall, I've seen since teaching PE and even being in sports, it's the personalities. On the court, we can be all as one, saying kumbaya and great, teammates. But off the court, it's a whole different story. Just like in physical education, once the period is over, we go back to, you know, being disrespectful to each other, um, or just plain being mean because we don't understand that person's personality, or that person's personality don't fit the norm. So therefore, we ostracize them and we cast them out. But then we use them for their abilities when it's time to play sports. So I think we could do a better job on um, not only the students but also the teachers. Do a better job in knowing that everybody's personalities are different, and we all under one kingdom, which is God's, and we are made different for a reason. So just because it don't look like the norm doesn't mean it's bad or different.